You see Gunner's getting sued? Gunner's getting sued? No shot. Who? By, Drop My Panties, I'm Wet guy? Or whatever the fuck it's called. I will never remember what that perfume is called. Let me see.
I don't want to do this one. Today, we're going to be talking about how not to respond to criticism. This is, of course, an update to the last video I made talking about a YouTube channel named Delete Laws and the man that runs it, Chili You are such a wussy, bro. The response from him to my video has been, as I'm sure many of you could have predicted, completely unhinged.
I can't believe that.
The guy's channel is named GUNNARTV. I need his home mailing address or his physical location.
So I figured I would use it as a case study and perhaps a cautionary tale on how to avoid making yourself look like even more of an idiot in the face of criticism. So come on, let's jump in Insano style. But first, a word from a very relevant sponsor. Are you being stalked by a crazed man on the internet who wants to find your new home address and sue you? No.
What a great segue.
Well, you should still stay protected like I do by using this video sponsor, Aura. Today, anyone can find out everything about you online, including your name, address, phone number, Discord server, email, schools, relatives, a very private Discord server, hotels, flights, bank accounts, health records, or a very private Discord server that may or may not be used for sexualizing trains. But Aura will hunt down these data brokers that sell your information to robocallers, spammers, or anyone with an unhealthy interest in your life. They'll even opt you out of junk mail and telemarketing lists. You can use my link, aura.com/gunner, to try 2 weeks free and see just how many data brokers are sharing your information. Also linked in the description, or you can scan the QR code here. Aura's app is like a digital ninja, armed with a VPN, password manager, real-time credit and identity theft monitoring, internet parental controls, and malware protection. It's a one-stop shop for internet safety. As someone who at 18 years old fell for a call scam and gave away his social security number, it's nice to know Aura has my back if any Gunner Klein impersonators reveal themselves. Cowards. So why not let Aura do the heavy lifting of keeping you safe online? Just go to aura.com/gunner to start your free trial, or click the link in the description box, or scan the QR code. And thank you, Aura, for sponsoring this video. It was no less than an hour after I posted my video that Chili found it and commented on it. I'm watching. What @GUNNARTV doesn't know is that I sue people who defame me. I'm watching this video right now. If you defamed me, I'll give you 24 hours to retract. After that, I sue you. Ask the other trolls who have no purpose.
Wait, this is really interesting. I don't know anything about this. I didn't watch Gunner's video on this guy. His name is Delete Laws. So does he want laws or not? Because he seems very much loving laws. Immediately going to the legal system for an online joke. So what does he love laws or hate them? And if so, why is he such a bitch? Delete the ones that don't support him. Okay, so he likes some laws. He thinks he knows the law better than actual law enforcement just to annoy cops. Oh. Cool, I guess.
Mission, no direction. You just make videos because people will tune in. I'm watching. Hope you said something stupid. I'm watching now. So he admits that he hasn't even started really watching the video yet, and he's already thrown out the potential of a lawsuit against me.
That's hype.
Your name is Delete Laws, right? Like, get rid of them, and yet it's your MO to immediately
he's even saying the same thing I am.
You just make videos because people will tune in. Like you and everyone else does too? Should I not want people to tune in? And post. Oh. Finally done. I spent a week scripting this and 3 days editing. Jeez, I hope nobody watches this. And then he comments 2 minutes later, ew, nuisance is a legal term. And then by defaming me, by listing me and performing criminal acts, you dive directly into the money. And here's a word from the sponsor. Call your lawyer, dunce cap. Calling me a nuisance is the legal term. I'll give you 24 hours to retract your statement, and if not, I will sue you. Yes. Reminder, my video was 20 minutes long. From his first comment, he had time to watch only 2 minutes of it, and he thought, yeah, I got enough here to sue. Oh, this guy called me a nuisance. I'll see your ass in court. This whole thing is so silly. Now, we'd be here all day if I address every single incorrect thing.
Well, that's hype.
Going forward.
Wait, this guy's awesome.
Let's at least look at this one. Nuisance is a legal term? No, it's not. Public nuisance is, but that's not what I called you. Roll the clip. Chili who is truly an unhinged individual with the sole purpose of just being a nuisance. So yeah, I stand by it. You're a nuisance. In fact, you're being a nuisance right now. A big old nuisance. Nuisance, nuisance, nuisance. That's what you are. So my first piece of advice.
I have to know, did he already comment on this one? This is already so amazing. I've never seen someone so loosey-goosey with the law like that, especially not someone whose whole personality, I guess, is around, like, getting rid of laws in general. Damn, it looks like he hasn't watched it yet. Hold on. Let me see. I'll look up here. Man, what the fuck? His whole channel is about filing complaints. I filed a complaint with cops, and then he uses 50 hashtags. So why is his name Delete Laws? Is it, like, ironic? How many lawsuits does this guy file? Oh my lord. Yeah, I've never heard of this guy before. This is very interesting. This is very, very interesting. Dude is a caricature who came to life. Hey, caricature is a legal term, brother. I hope you're ready to see him in court, dunce cap. You're so fucked. This guy's got you now. His channel description is, when we overturn Terry vs. Ohio, there will be an immediate and overwhelming change that impacts all Americans at the street level. What is Terry vs. Ohio? This is going to be some, like, stupid shit about, like, not jerking off to trains or something. I already know it. Let's see. In this case, the court concluded that the Fourth Amendment did not prohibit police from stopping a person they had reasonable suspicion to believe had committed a crime and frisking that person if they reasonably believed that person to be armed. This was a 1968 ruling. This is known as the Stop and Frisk Law. Okay, so in a nutshell, an officer was patrolling. He noticed 3 people pacing outside of a jewelry store, had reasonable suspicion to think they were casing it and about to do a stick-up. So the officer asked to frisk them. Well, he didn't ask. The officer frisked them and found a pistol in one of their pockets, a revolver in another one, and then the last guy was unarmed. And so he arrested 2 of them that were armed. And they found the men guilty and ruled that, given the suspicious nature of their behavior and the officer's concern, the decision to frisk was permissible. But the appeals court, affirmed the decision, and then Terry appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court in 1967. Terry being the guy with a pistol in his pocket. So this became known as the Stop and Frisk case. So it represents a clash between Fourth Amendment protection from intrusive, harassing conduct by police when no crime has been committed, and the duty of an officer to investigate suspicious behavior and prevent a crime. So that's the whole core of it. In 1968, the Supreme Court affirmed the conviction and set a precedent that allows police officers to interrogate and frisk suspicious individuals without probable cause for an arrest, providing that the officer can articulate a reasonable basis for the stop and frisk. Interesting. Yeah, I've never even heard of that before. Cops just use it on anything now. Yeah, this seems like it set somewhat of a slippery slope precedent where they can just do anything if they can come up with any type of reason to perform the searches. Yeah, it's wild. So it looks like he's very much trying to lead a charge against that, which I actually totally think is just. But then he's also a completely unhinged maniac here, I guess, threatening lawsuits against a guy who called him a nuisance. So, you know, sometimes you hit and sometimes you miss.
Advice in responding to criticism is listen to the full criticism before you respond, or else, like a dumbass, you'll leave evidence that your incoming lawsuit is based upon something that I never even said. Now, I didn't respond to these comments, which, like a crazy ex, he left over 50 of. He's since deleted all of them, but I took screenshots because how could I even look away? I was getting a new comment from him every 20 seconds. These were mostly just unintelligible ramblings of a man who loves to bark over and over again about how he's gonna sue you. But the thing,
I'd like to read one of those puppies. My God, how long did he spend here? He must have watched Gunner's video 9 times. Spent like 3 hours on this, writing these things. $8.35. I patronize the hell out of her by calling her honey because I have no respect for cops. You'll back the blue until it happens to you. But first, young man, get your wallet ready. Call your attorney. You messed with the wrong guy, lol. I'm laughing as I talk text. What? Go ahead and ask around about me. Find out if I sue people after I tell them I'm going to sue them, lol. Yes. Yes. I have a smile from ear to ear. I don't think you're smiling. It seems like you're crying. This is like Dr. Evil putting his pinky to his lips, thinking he's doing something big here. What in the world? Wow. He needs help. Like, professional help. This is, like, actually concerning behavior. Fuck me. There's a major difference about the YouTube pranksters you covered before and defaming me. The difference is, this video is going to cost you $150K, and I do this all the time. You're so screwed, bro. You can remove the video and retract what you said. I don't think it's going to stop me from suing you, though. There are dozens and dozens of comments on my page now identifying you as the defamer, covering YouTube pranksters and covering a law scholar. You're about to find out the difference. I know you're not a law scholar. You're not a law scholar. You making this threat already damages your whole case because it seems like a frivolous lawsuit with the way you talk about it, that you're weaponizing it. You can't do that. I don't think you've ever successfully sued somebody. Legitimately. This statement alone right here already makes your case very weak. No self-respecting lawyer would ever advise behavior like this. You've already put yourself in a disadvantageous position if you were to try and pursue something against a guy making jokes online about you. So you're fucking lying. You're trolling? What? No, like, you legitimately can't be using, like, saying things like this, where this is going to cost you $150K and I do this all the time, you're so screwed. You can't make threats like that in the legal system, like, right before doing something. There was a time on YouTube where I was in a bit of a tiff with someone behind the scenes, and he completely ruined his own case because he kept making these threats via email. So he then could no longer pursue it. You can't, it ruins the integrity of the lawsuit. You can't try and weaponize frivolous lawsuits. You can't.
Gonna sue you. But the thing is, it's hard to claim damages for a lawsuit when in the same comments he'll then thank me for making the video and that it actually helped his channel out. I'll sue you because you have to defend the lawsuit. You forgot
That's a great
that one,
point.
and that defense is $10,000 to start. You're getting sued, brother. You really made a mistake. Don't fuck with people who openly tell their audience they are a law scholar. I love this. You have helped this channel so much, bro. God bless you, dude. Call your lawyer and ask him how much it's gonna cost to defend my lawsuit because it's coming. Well, you told me it was $10,000, so I'll take your word for it. In these comments, he'll also call me a stupid YouTuber a lot, specifically an uneducated YouTube kid who doesn't understand the Constitution or understand the law. Which, sure, but that was my point, that we're on even playing field. That you admit that your entire knowledge of law also comes from the internet.
I don't have any more education than anybody here. I have a education from Google and YouTube. I don't know anything more than anybody else. I just know what I learned online.
Yet you pitch your...
Oh no. Well, that sounds about right. That's about par for the course. Yep, that tracks. That fucking tracks. Yeah, makes sense. Huge fucking self-report.
Yourself as an authority on law, as if you know what you're talking about, calling yourself a constitutional law scholar because you have access to an iPhone. That claim has as much merit to it as me calling myself an ER doctor because I watched 3 seasons of House. Yet he has the audacity to comment, going forward you'll be delving into law. I've read about you. Anybody who listens to a damn word you say about law, you're not qualified. Neither are you, idiot. The difference is every law...
Oh, you just said idiot. That's a legal term. Uh-oh.
Me and not you.
Add it to the
I'm not
case.
telling my audience to use my information, further selling it to them on destructible, indestructible paper. If you want to skip the lawsuit and remove your video and then work out a financial settlement with me, I'm willing to do that, and then have a debate with you. However, as of this moment, you're going to be sued within the next couple of days. Wow, what a gracious offer. No. However, what I think is funny is you're going to go through and debunk what a constitutional law scholar says. I can't wait.
Why does he keep calling himself a constitutional law scholar, but on video he says, yeah, I don't have any education, I just learned from Google and YouTube? That's the exact opposite of a law scholar. It's not even close. I don't know why he keeps giving himself that title. He actually might be legitimately schizophrenic. I think that is a possibility, yeah.
And wait to hear this. And what I think is funny is that in this comment, minus the lawsuit threats, he's talking about how I'm not qualified to go up against a constitutional law scholar like himself because he's like so wickedly smart, right? Why would I even attempt to challenge him in the battle of intellect? He's a constitutional law scholar. Am I out of my mind? So I had to laugh out loud when he immediately contradicted himself in the next comment he left, telling me that he's actually really dumb. It doesn't matter if I have a degree, a jurist, doctorates, a master's, a PhD. none of that matters. What does matter is that I know how to sue people in federal court. That's all you need to know. I'm the dumbest guy ever. I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. Anything you want to call me, brother. However, I have a team of legal expert and we sue people all over the country. LOL. I'm afraid you blew it here. You're getting sued now. Yes. So I guess he came around to admitting that he's dumb too? I don't know. This man speaks in constant hypocrisies. But then it happened. I finally got my email that he warned of, telling me that I had 24 hours to retract my statement. And this email was a bit menacing in tone, sort of like he was cosplaying a Bond villain. I'm so happy. Thanks for making you my target. By law, I have to warn you that you have 24 hours to retract and remove the defaming content or face a federal tort lawsuit. I love it. I'm gonna clean up all of social media. I guess you forgot to look me up. I sue people who defame me. And then the incorrect...
Does he? I don't know. I'm curious. I'll look him up. Does he sue people that defame him? Let's see. Because I can't imagine he's successfully sued anybody. He probably just makes these threats all the time. Let's take a peek. Alright. The first result, YouTuber suit dropped by court. So this one doesn't seem overly successful, if I'm being honest with you. Chili DeCastro continues to file motions. A $1 million federal lawsuit filed by a YouTuber against the Ironton Police Department, a sheriff's deputy and courthouse employee, has been terminated by the court. 0 for 1, but, you know, maybe he was just a bad day. Let's take a peek at some more. Here's another one. This one, he does like legitimately try. This one was verse. Is this a YouTuber? This is a libel and assault, libel, and slander. Is what he went for after this guy. What's the status of it? It looks like as of October 31st, 2022, it's in complete limbo. So that one doesn't seem to be overly successful at the moment either. Let's take a peek at some other ones. So it looks like he does like actually try to sue people. A lot of people. In fact, this one from 2023 is literally just people versus Chili DeCastro. And he's getting, so on March 3rd, he was doing a live stream on his YouTube channel and recorded his interaction with officers, and is now facing legal ramifications because he was holding his cell phone while driving, which is a violation of the law. So the tables turned and he's getting slapped legally on this one. His most recent one is for obstruction and resisting arrest. So it doesn't look like he's usually the one suing. It looks... Oh no, here's another one. Earlier this year, DeCastro versus another YouTuber. This one's for defamation and stalking. Yeah, so it looks like he does go through with it. This man's using all of his money for these worthless lawsuits against random people. It looks like he's very well known into the court system for this kind of garbage. So, after having failed in Massachusetts in two attempts to get a restraining order, the judge... The judge in Massachusetts federal case resulting in denials for many of his motions. He filed another case in response. And this time for slander and libel. Man, this guy's just like an actual serial loser. Holy fuck. Thanks to Prime Panic, the resub Hornless. Blatantly abusing the law system. Yeah. He has 2 active warrants out for his arrest, it seems. What the fuck? Wait, what? Yeah, as of late 2022, he has a warrant in Oregon. At least according to this. I don't know if they're still active, but they're blinking red with warrant. Jesus Christ. But in between his warrants, he's suing YouTubers who made fun of him. This actually does seem like a mental illness. I'm starting to just feel bad. That's probably how Gunnar felt. It doesn't look like he's had a successful case yet. He has lost every case so far that I see here, and he's been found guilty on everything he's been charged with since 1990, it seems. The only case that's been granted is when he was evicted in 2017 when he Everything is dismissed except for a few. The ones that were granted were restraining orders against him and an eviction. Holy fuck. Here, I'll pull it down real quick. I don't want to harp on it too long because this is just fucking sad, but look at this rap sheet. This is the guy that's coming after Gunnar. Jesus Christ. The only granted ones are restraining orders, someone who came after him for stalking, restraining order, eviction, and then guilty verdicts on all of his other things that he's been charged with throughout his life. Jesus. He sues anything that moves. It seems like it. I don't know. This actually seems more like a mental illness. Can't say he doesn't have a hobby. True. There's the resub Doe and Djinn.
Nuisance is a legal term. Ruh-oh, you lied. I'm being massively harassed now, and bingo, get your wallet out because you will pay me for what you have done, YouTuber. First step, I give you 24 hours to retract and remove the slanderous statements that defame me. Second step, I file a restraining order for defaming me. Third step, I will sue you in federal court for defamation. It's called odium, dunce cap, federal court because of jurisdiction, and amount exceeds $75,000. I'll be suing you for $100,000. Odium predisposes you to harassment and abuse by others. Oh, and I've had 100 so far comments of others now harassing me. I screenshot and keep all things. I sue. Call your lawyer and find out what I'm saying is true. I can't wait. You won't do it, and I get to sue another piece of shit YouTuber. Yes. And your young smart.
Those haven't historically gone your way though.
Starts going out and the video doesn't
at all.
You accuse me of a crime. This is your fair warning. 25 hours from now, I'll be filing my restraining order. Let's dance, YouTuber. God, man, what soap opera do you think you're in? Oh, and that he showed me the definition of public nuisance, that the thing I didn't call him. Now, important highlights here. Thanks for making you my target. How can I take that as anything other than a threat to my well-being? Saying you're gonna file a restraining order? It sounds like I'm the one that needs to file a restraining order here.
Gunnar, I mean, interestingly enough, that seems to be what most people have had to do against this guy. Like, half of the people in his state have a fucking restraining order against him, it seems. Thanks to the resub, Wilbur.
And then, of course, there's him saying he's going to sue me for $100,000 of damages and that he had over 100 comments already of my fans harassing him. Mind you, this email was sent just a little over an hour after I posted the video, when my video had maybe about 180 comments on it. And you're saying that over half of those people went over and left comments on your channel harassing you. Is that right? But the madness did not stop there, as Chili then went live on his YouTube channel that same night to over 200 people, urging them to both find my address and report my video for bullying and harassment.
So I got
Jesus.
The guy's channel is named GUNNARTV. I need his home mailing address or his physical location. You guys could put it in the chat down there. His name is GUNNARTV.
You're not very good with the law here. That's illegal. You fucking idiot. Holy shit. That's an actual crime. Wow. Wow.
His real name is Gunnar Klein, C-L-I-N-E. The last video he made about me, I need you guys to report the video for misinformation, for bullying, harassment.
So yeah, just take advantage of YouTube's system by brigading your audience to incorrectly mass report my video. That is so against YouTube terms of service, and there's footage of you doing that now. Now, to be clear, he says he wants to find my address so he can serve me, not to dox me, but when you're asking over 200 of your fans live to find my address, as well as my mother's address, it's kind of one and the same.
I need to know Gunnar Klein's mailing address,
holy,
residential address, his cell phone number, his email address, his mama's address.
In fact,
there's no way his channel's gonna make it another week after that. No, he's like, he's super fucked. That guy is so fucked. YouTube is bad with a lot of things, but unironically, they take pretty swift action against that kind of shit. So he just lost his whole channel from that. He lost his whole goddamn career. You say that, but Quantum's still around. Even in a case like Quantum, he wasn't stupid enough to do that live on the platform that he uses. I would wager a guess there's no way his channel makes it another week. I would say within the week he will lose his channel from that. He literally broadcast it and YouTube actually doesn't take that shit lightly. It's an actual crime. Thanks for the resub comment.
Harassment happening here, and it's from you. So my next tip for responding to criticism is don't try to censor the criticism, or else it'll blow up in your face, and now you potentially put your own channel at risk. Now, I'm not a fucking maniac, so I'm not gonna weaponize my audience to mass report your channel because it's a bitch move, and it doesn't set a very good precedent going forward for handling petty beef on this platform. You petulant child. Now, fast forward 4 days from this whole fiasco, and Chili does a live stream where, surprisingly, he says he's not gonna sue me, and then he admits that it actually helped grow his channel, so he has no basis to do so.
I'm just saying thank you to GUNNARTV for making a hate video about me that totally backfired, bro. I'm so grateful because thousands of people subscribed from GUNNARTV and a lot more people ordered my trifold. I mean, I researched him. I know his address. I know everything about the kid. Because if I'm going to sue someone, I like to learn everything. But considering he only boosted me and helped me, I don't have any grounds for a lawsuit. So there's no way to sue someone if all they did was help you. So GUNNARTV, I'm so grateful, bro. I'm so grateful.
Oh, but that makes you look kind of weak, Chili, doesn't it? Your audience is gonna think you're too scared to take me on. Oh, what's that?
Oh, GUNNARTV is a giant douchebag. He's a total douche. I'm 48. He's 24. If I was 24, I'd pile drive him. But I'm too old, man. I can't fight people in the street anymore.
Spoke too soon. Good save. Let him know that if we were the same age, that you would pile drive me. Sick, dude. What a mature, cool thing for a 48-year-old to say. The same 48-year-old who just cried that my video was bullying and harassment, you're gonna pile drive me now, are you? And on top of all of this, you know what's the sweetest piece of irony? That yesterday, this pathetic man went to my Instagram account, scrolled 3 years back, and commented on a picture of me with my ex-girlfriend. I was so much more than you at this age. You're typical. Please make another vid about me, bro. You are the hashtag king douche. Nothing says I was so much more than you at your age than to be so insecure as to go through my old pictures and beg me to make another video about you at double my
This is
so my final piece of
wild.
advice on responding to criticism is don't think that you don't deserve criticism. We all do. But especially you, more so than other people, you so more, for sure. Grow up, would you? So here's the video you asked for, Chili. You tried to threaten and intimidate me with a lawsuit that you admitted you had no grounds for. You left evidence of you breaking YouTube TOS by mass reporting my video, and you even gave me grounds.
Not even
for
his
my own
TOS, it's a
lawsuit
crime.
by posting a deceptive edits to your channel claiming that I endorsed your trifold. What is a trifold? I'm glad you asked. This is a pamphlet Chili sells for $25 that has a bunch of Supreme Court cases you can reference when arguing with cops. And it's printed on indestructible paper. It's so ridiculously bad and obvious that I couldn't give less of a shit, but it does break a law, I guess, which you like those or you hate those. I can't remember. That's the video today, though. Just a bit of an
What
update
a
on the
fucking
situation. And
banger.
I'm also moving, believe it or not, unrelated to Chili. So I'll see you guys soon in the new crib. Bye-bye now.
Holy shit, that was absolutely nuts. I think there is a large element of real mental illness there. I think that guy needs like some immediate help. Fuck, I can't stop thinking about that now. That is actually nuts. He may be friends with Billy Mitchell. Maybe. They'd get along well. I'm gonna keep refreshing this until I see a delete laws comment on this video. What do warrants do, and how is he not arrested if he has to? I don't know, maybe it's not the same guy. Though it seems like the same guy since a lot of those were YouTubers. I can't imagine there's too many people with his name suing YouTubers over hurt feelings. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, also, this comment right here, by the way. This is one of the people he's suing and losing against right now. The Troll Mafia. So it looks like the viewers in his stream are literally people that treat him like a lol cow. I just can't believe he hasn't commented on this yet. I feel like he'd be glued to everything Gunnar does now. But I guess not. Sort by newest. Nah, it wouldn't change anything. His would have been towards the top. I'm gonna keep my eye on it.